like button. And that subscribe button. Hammer it.
What's up, guys? Mike here, owns Pressure Washing Entrepreneur Army, and people been commenting a lot about the new skid build going on and how they can't wait to get there. But let me just show you something. These two reels right here, I bought this for like $150. That was like 2 years ago. I didn't have this one yet, and what I did was I put plywood up top here and put a general pump reel.
Plywood? What are you, unprofessional? I would never hire someone like that. You are crazy.
It eventually move on up to this Titan. Now the first pressure washer I got was a 4 gallon per minute DeWalt, and bought it at Home Depot. I want to say around $900. It was 4 gallons a minute, 4,000 psi, and yeah, it took a while to get jobs done and had it all set up in the pickup. And then even when I upgraded to this is a Predator build.
A Predator? Engine, what are you thinking? Just go ahead and bite the bullet and buy a real Honda. Predator will not last. I've tried multiple Predators and they all broke down and I couldn't get it working, and it's just a horrible idea. What are you thinking? This is insane.
It does great, you know. Yeah, I've been running this for a year and a half. The only issue I ever had was a fuel pump that I had to put in, which is like literally 20 bucks. And you just have to kind of watch a couple YouTube videos. But yeah, that Predator has been going almost 2 years now. But yeah, so that was the setup. It's falling apart. The ladder rack is not a ladder rack. It's just strapped to the frame with a big ratchet strap. But anyway, guys, it's just what happens, you know. People are gonna hate, and listen, if you're watching YouTube, you know that you can make money off YouTube. You can. That's how everything I learned was from YouTube. And you know, Dan's vlog was one of the first people I watched. I mean, I don't do all his practices. People talk a lot of smack about him in the industry, but that man's out there making money. So the problem is with YouTube is people don't realize that they're getting information for free, and they are hating. They try to put people down. But if everybody just kind of sat there and looked up YouTube videos, and if they didn't like something, just moved on to something they did like, you know, YouTube's brought me to where I am today. So you gotta take what take what you learn and leave the rest. You can't go around hating on people. You just gotta learn. If it wasn't for YouTube, I'd still be living paycheck to paycheck. I started doing this as a side hustle, and I love doing it, love everything about it. And after about 2 years of putting in hard work on the side, I was able to go full time, and now I'm building this skid behind me. So don't be a hater, and just make sure you learn from people on YouTube. And if you're not learning, move on to the next guy. That's all I could say. But yeah, check out this video of me cleaning up the soot stain behind a barbecue, and I think some rust removal. I forget, this is all from the last few weeks. But anyway, enjoy, guys. Alright, I got about a gallon of water in this bucket. Just gonna grab some oxalic acid. Wear gloves and eye protection and a mask. Another trick I use, if you don't have a hot water heater, this oxalic mixes up better in hot water or warm water. So I pour a bucket of water at the beginning of a job, say, and then in Florida, the natural boiler, while my skin's burning on the roof, my pot of water is boiling. So we'll mix it up. All right, mix this bad boy up. I have a little PVC pipe, or riser they call it, with a little cheap ball valve. I just use it as my mixer. Gives it a little flapper type deal. You don't need that, obviously, but you could have a hot water. Works so much better. That's why I pour, like I said, fill this bucket up with a gallon of water and then let it sit in the Florida sun, and then see how quick that mixes the powder in. If it was cold, it wouldn't mix in right away. Get a long stick too, keeps you away from it. Alright, full disclosure, this solar panel I was talking about in the last video is a piece of junk. Don't get it. It stopped charging on me. I think believe it or not, the sun was too much for the solar panel. That doesn't make sense. So my battery's dead, and was just barely able to get the job finished. Everything was so slow coming out that it took twice as long. And then this is the place we did the estimate before, but we got the soot stain off and the rust stains off the side down there, but everything looks good. So, but full disclosure, that thing's a piece of junk.